Exceptional safety because of the onboard AI-like supercomputers. The Vehicle Stability System, known as VSS. This onboard integrated system monitors multiple sensors input and automatically coordinates several safety technologies. Anti-lock braking, which is ABS, which optimizes braking distance and prevents wheel lockup. B. Traction control systems to prevent the rear wheel from spinning out on slippery surfaces. Stability control system, known as SCS, monitors the vehicle's direction and applies brakes to individual wheels to keep it on course during aggressive maneuvers. Remember, stay to the end to see which safety feature is the most unexpected. Exceptional safety because they're the most stable motorcycle design in the world. Can-Am BRP Trikes, like the Spyder, Canyon, and Ryker, are widely considered safer than traditional two-wheeled motorcycles, primarily due to their inherent stability and advanced electronic suites. Their unique wide architect, two wheels in the front, one in the back, eliminates the need for the rider to balance the vehicle, significantly reducing the risk of falling over or tipping at stoplights or sliding out during turns, sudden stops, or low-speed maneuvers. Exceptional safety because of the elimination of the fear of falling problem. On a two-wheel motorcycle, it takes a huge amount of energy for your mind and body to constantly keep your balance at all times, even while being jostled up and down, back and forth, left and right. Your mind must do non-stop calculations to keep you upright. This can become mentally exhausting and affect your sense of well-being and distract you from what's needed to be done to keep you safe. BRP completely engineered this problem away. This is one reason why Can-Am trikes are widely considered to be the safest motorcycle in the world. What's your thoughts on this point? Let me know in my comment section. Exceptional safety because of the world's safest and easiest braking system. All two-wheel bikes have dual handbrakes, and traditional trikes have combo foot and hand brakes. This can become very confusing. In order to feel safe, you must master their complicated braking rituals, or you can end up in a ditch. But this is not the case for Can-Am products. Braking for all BRP three-wheel trikes is done by one foot. Their computers does all the calculations for a smooth, safe stop using electronic brake distribution EBD system to deliver the right amount of braking force to each of the three wheels. It's easier to stop a trike than a two-wheel bike because you're on the world's best configuration to achieve the best results. Do you agree with these facts? Let me know in my comment section. Exceptional safety because they're the most stress-free motorcycles on the market. The overall design of these trikes make you feel safer. Features like power steering and automatic and semi-automatic transmission allow riders to focus more on the road and less on the mechanics of shifting or balancing, which is beneficial to all drivers. The less the physical stress, the more safer you feel. Exceptional safety because of these trikes' design. Since these bikes are unique, you'll be seen. And if you're seen, you'll be noticed. And being noticed is the number one thing that keeps accidents away from you. Other drivers know that you're there, and they stay away from you. This is another unexpected safety benefits of driving a BRP Can-Am three-wheel motorcycle trike. There's nothing quite like a Can-Am bike. They're remarkable. Remember, stay to the end to see which safety feature is the most exceptional. Exceptional safety because of having most road presence. Most of these trikes are 1.5 times bigger than two-wheel motorcycles, and since they are larger and wider than standard motorcycles, trikes are more visible to other drivers, which helps to prevent look but fail to see accidents. It's a known fact that the human brain is trained to recognize an automobile. So these trikes' two-wheel up-front design tricks other drivers' minds to recognize these trikes as autos and to avoid them. Most two-wheel motorcycles are not even really seen in traffic. Exceptional safety because of awesome lighting on these trikes. Premium LED headlights and many other lights make these bikes stand out, and standing out make you safer. You can get OEM optional auxiliary lighting to add to your safety. You can also buy custom lighting that makes your trike light up like a starship. Any combo of these lights make you feel extra safe and seen. These trikes inspire customization and being tricked out. You can also get lighted floorboards and fog lamps to further minimize risk. Exceptional safety because of their powerful Redrock engines. You feel extra safe when you have the power to quickly get out of the way of potential danger or an accident. All Can-Am trikes have good low-end torque and quick throttle response. It's better to have the power and not need it than to need the power and not have it. Remember, stay to the end to see which safety feature people find the most surprising. Exceptional safety because Can-Am owners don't feel a need for speed. These trikes put you in a different mindset. When you drive a Can-Am trike, you're on a different wavelength than most motorcycle owners. While enjoying the pleasures, their safety features reassures you that you're in good hands. All these trikes will get you wherever you want to go and securely get you back home again. You can bet on that. Since this is real, how does this make you feel? Exceptional safety because of extra bright lights on trunk. All Can-Am Spyders limited models, you get a large eye-level brake light on the rear of the back storage trunk that illuminates the rear end whenever you press the brake pedal. This makes you feel extra safe because you know that you're not going to be rear-ended. This is a nice safety feature and it adds to the overall aesthetics of the bike. Extra lights minimize risk. Exceptional safety because of the revolutionary canyon off-roading Redrock. Besides the many other safety features mentioned, you also get a semi-active suspension system that uses computer sensors to constantly adapt compression and rebound to the terrain, enhancing stability. You also get hand guards, a metal radiator grille, a front skid plate, and a belt protector to shield the bike and the riders from debris. This trike was designed for both on-road and light off-road adventures. This vehicle utilized a sophisticated medley of electronic ride control systems that are integrated into the various drive modes: sports, normal, off-road, and rally. This trike doesn't have a few of the things that the Spyder has. Bonus point: exceptional safety because of ultra-safe brakes. All Spyders and Can-Ams have Brembo brakes, which are widely considered the industry benchmark because of their superior heat management, advanced material, and racing-proven engineering. While standard brakes are designed for typical commuting, Brembo systems are built to handle the extreme stress of high-speed stopping repeatedly without fading. Brembo designs the entire braking module, pads, rotors, and clippers to work in perfect sync, ensuring a constant linear pedal feel that gives drivers more confidence. Let me know if you think this is so. In conclusion, this is part 2 of a 3-parter about pleasure, safety, and comfort on the BRP world-class 3-wheel motorcycle trikes. I really appreciate you for watching all my videos and for your support. I've been treated so good by YouTube viewers, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.